I just feel like they're control towers of some kind.
Okay, we've begun recording right now.
Okay, so we're talking about the tsunami tower, so-called, and
right now
that it's a control, ultimately a control mechanism of some sort.
Yeah.
That could corral the people. But the other thing that I'm suspect of is the all these roundabouts in the roads.
Roundabouts.
Do you have them there?
What do you mean by roundabout?
Well, it's like in the center of a cross section, an intersection.
Yeah.
So instead of it like always was, one go this way, one goes that way, you know, there's stop signs, you wait. So they put in these things to control the flow of traffic. There's so many of them here, and it actually slows it down a lot. You know, they'll say otherwise or something.
So the circular things.
Yeah, they're so you get in there, and it's just confusing to everybody when before it was just straight this way and straight that way. Now they get the circle in the fucking middle, and it confuses a lot of people, and it slows the traffic down.
Yeah.
So I just feel in the future they're going to be like, people can't race through there trying to get away or something. It's another control mechanism, just like the tsunami towers. I'll videotape them. There's just 2 new ones up. You know, it's not right here. It's down by Birch Bay. I'm in Blaine right now. So I got booted off off the property I was on last night. Somebody called the sheriff.
Yeah.
And they come with their bright lights and hit me, and oh man, it's like, put them out. So they finally put the lights down to, you know, so it wouldn't be so friggin' blue and bright in my face. And they ended up talking to me. They ended up being real nice to me. Even, I mean, the guy was like, so what did you do? Why'd you go to Bellingham? I says, oh, I went to the farmer's market. He was asking me what I got at the farmer's market and stuff. He was talking like a real human being. Like they weren't in their authority mode. They were like conversing with me. So that felt pretty good. That was a change up from usual, a lot of the cop behavior that sometimes, pisses you off, and, like it didn't feel like harassing me. And the one cop even said, wasn't that you up at where I parked, where I found a cool place to park up by that marine reserve? It's really nice and quiet and dark and everything. There's even a porta potty there, and there's just people come, leave at night. They don't stay. I'm the only one that ever stays there. There's no signs that say no parking, no trespassing, nothing.
And nobody's ever
parked under the trees, out of the way. I clean up the area. I usually do that. A lot of the places where I just sleep and park to sleep, I will clean up the area around me, like as if it's my honoring the universe for providing me a place to park.
You get a good amount of energy from that, I'm sure. Yeah.
So I like picked up, last night it was 4 beer cans and like Jack in the Box wrappers and shit like that, like from different places around where I parked. So I'm always like, and I always taught my daughter that too. Whenever we went into the forest or into the woods and stuff like that, I taught her to always carry out at least 1 piece of trash. More if you can or if you want, but at least 1, so you leave it in better shape than when you got there, to honor it and, pay your respects. And she said I asked her, she said she still does that. Yeah,
that's good. That's good. Yeah, me too. I get that sense. I see something and you just pick it up because someone else sees it. We got to learn how to just do that with all of us, and things will be cleaner.
Yeah, because I have to look at it too. So I don't have to look at it. So, but right now there's out here, I should show you. there were people staying overnight at this library back here and just what happened?
I still see you.
Oh, okay, I don't know what happened. I hit something. It keeps going off.
From your end, yeah, I can imagine.
Why does it keep going off? I'm not touching anything. I thought maybe I accidentally did, but so I'm going to show you like what happened as a result. Oh no. Is it because I'm moving? It's this piece of shit.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. Technology has so many different like things that, yeah.
Okay, so now they have signs up. Can you see?
Uh-huh.
No parking from dusk to dawn.
Yeah.
They were all parked. A whole bunch of cars, like homeless people, were parked here.
Yeah.
Even a big RV. And look how they left it. They changed their oil and shit and left that.
Oh yeah. That you see, that's why it's disrespect. My dad, he's
Yeah,
a truck.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's gross. So I was gonna
My dad's a
ask him if they want to give me a box or something. I'll clean that up.
Oh yeah. That sounds good. No, my dad, he's a truck driver, and some guy next to him in a trucking where you park your trailer and car and stuff for a time. He changed his oil and he made a mess there. And my dad bought sand to cover it up further, and like because it's all gravel and sand anyways.
Yeah.
But so I ended up doing it while my dad was doing a job. He's like, Ariel, can you do this for me? Shovel out the stuff that has the oil, put it in the bag and shit, and then put sand over that stuff.
I know. Isn't it awful how gross people can be? So anyway, look at all these parking places they made. None of these parking places existed before. All across the street,
Yeah.
all over down there, all because they were so disrespectful that they put in all these parking places that were never ever here before.
I see.
So they like are now like monitoring, you know, I was surprised they didn't come out and tell them to leave. They were disgusting. The cops came after them and told them to, you know, quit throwing trash out there and clean it up. And it, you know, was they cleaned up a little bit. It was nice for like a day.
And they couldn't kick him out back then or something?
No, they let him stay. They just said you can't be leaving trash out and stuff.
I see.
But he wouldn't let me. I had my my little camp stove, my one burner camp stove plugged into that building over there. It's the back of the old city hall that's vacant.
Is that the same time that like you and I talked like a few months ago, and you had it plugged into a library? Is that the same one
No,
or a different one?
This is the library, but this is a different building over there where the cops came and said you can't use that because it was city property. But the building's empty. But then the police station's right next to it. The police station's right over there on the other side of that blue and gray fence, like sort of catty corner. It's right over there.
And that's why I love that you'll just blaze it. You'll just blaze it sometimes in your car there and not even care. It's like, and police is right there.
Well, God, if you know, it would, people would be so stressed out. That's, you know, I can't let myself fall prey to that. It's real easy to get depressed and, you know, complain about being cramped in the car or, you know, whatever, all the little different things. Like just trying to keep up with the ice so I can have my milk cold and stuff. It's like a daily thing. And I got to keep dumping the water out because it leaks and just, you know, so much stuff to do. A lot of my time is I see how food is a distraction for people. I mean, for myself even. Like it consumes so much of my time. Like, you know, thinking of what I want, where I'm gonna get it, trying to get it. Sometimes I can't get things because I won't put the fucking scam on.
Yeah.
which means mask. It's just the anagram.
Yeah, but you should also you should do that rag thing that you used to do, or that
Well,
scarf, wearing a
so
scarf.
I got this today. So I was able to go in and get my milk.
Exactly. But tie it good. Tie it on nice and good and tight. You know what I'm about? Wear it like
I
an
can't.
actual mask. If you were in the desert, if you were in the desert, you see, I switch my perception of like what I'm traveling through, because every time I go outside, I feel like I have to put on a whole spacesuit to deal with all the shit that goes on here. So like, honestly, putting a mask to me is like putting on an artillery to get submerged like in a submarine into a deep water or something, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you really do have to like prepare yourself to go out. You put on some kind of, like shield or something to protect yourself. I tried doing this visualization where I put this like a big like force field around me, like a 30-foot field. So when I come up against anything, I feel some kind of protection from something, my higher self or whatever
It's funny you.
universal thing I'm drawing from, the energy that I need to keep
Yeah.
the demons at a distance or something.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to
Uh-huh.
put it in words, but that energy that you
I
feel,
can
that
put it
negative
in words.
push, I got to reflect it back
Mm.
somehow. I just bought
Yeah,
a whole
yeah.
bunch of reflective stuff
Or
to put
sometimes just
on
have
my
to like.
windows. Those things, they wanted like 20 and 30 bucks for one of those sun reflectors that you put on your windshield. So I
Nice.
got
Oh
this at
yeah,
Home
awesome.
Depot, and I
That's what.
can make two big long ones for my windshield, and for the back one and the front windshields. They're
I'm
like
glad
four.
you, Kat. I was telling you a long time ago. Like, it's awesome to have that, because then you could block it while you're sleeping in there too. The light coming in and people
Yeah,
looking.
they're like 4.5 feet. So those ones that they sell, the standard size, are a little short because this car is so big. This car's like a boat, man.
Yeah.
So, okay, I was talking to my daughter earlier, and she looked it up and said my car is just short of 18 feet, like 17.5 feet almost, something like that.
Now I'm gonna
Because
look
I'm
up my.
trying to think if I can drive, how I'll be able to drive the motorhome. That 20-foot one I saw like a couple days ago, and I talked to the guy about it. I don't know that he got his is like 2005, so I don't know if and it was like $20,000. So it probably will have to be older than that. So I'm keeping my eyes open, like driving on the road, like through, because I usually take the scenic routes and go more the back roads so it's more pleasant to drive. And then I see the cows and the sheep and the goats and all that stuff along the way that you
That's
don't see on the freeway
you know
unless they're dead.
the lifestyle you live is something that's so badass. Like, I know you in a way how you got into that lifestyle maybe wasn't by choice like that necessarily. You didn't
Yeah, it was
expect.
kind of, I got like maneuvered into it, but I couldn't also at the same time, I couldn't accept the conditions that I had to live by. And the
Sometimes
authority I had to live under, nobody fucking tells me what to do now.
yeah, yeah.
Nobody. So, that's why I'm always coming up against all this resistance, because I don't let anybody fucking bully me. I still probably am working out shit from my childhood, from being, having the stuff done to me when I was too young to fight back or too small. And I
Yeah.
might be older now, but my spirit is still young and alive, and it's kicking hard. You know me, Defiant is my middle name.
Yeah, yeah. I get you. I get you 100%.
So I just won't be having it. So I got my stash here.
You make me think of Uranus and Taurus. Right now, Uranus is transiting to Taurus, and you have to like learn inner Earth martial arts of groundedness and standing your ground a little more, as opposed to in the past maybe dodging. People who dodge and type of now it's more like, and it's not even stand your ground because sometimes it's not good to stand your ground in a way if you could just fly around it. If you, in a sense, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I gotta fly around a lot of shit. Every day I do.
It's all
I got a lot of times I have to turn the other cheek kind of thing. And just I have to just swallow and just bite my tongue and shut the fuck up.
People are so ignorant. And we ourselves are so ignorant as well. We in our own ways. That
I know. That's why we can't be too hard on them because we're all at different degrees of awakening or wisdom or whatever you want to call it. We're all at different stuff, and like they say, the more I know, the more I realize I don't know a lot still.
Yeah.
And especially, I guess it pisses me off that so much has been hidden from us, and like I just don't want it to keep going on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of am dreading the winter, though, to be honest. I don't want, like, if I did do that thing, if that works out, I don't even know if they're gonna make me fucking wear a mask inside the studio apartment.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna have rules and shit. Then I probably will have to walk away from it. Like it was really hard staying at that last place I was at. The lady being a control freak and
you had fun. You had fun there, right? I know you did.
I don't know. When I went out in the tent, I felt a lot better though.
Yeah,
I'm renting a room and sleeping in the tent in the yard.
Right now?
No, when I was renting that room, I was sleeping outside.
Yeah, but that was because sometimes it's healing to just be outside, and then you had your camp.
I think I was really affected by a couple things. Remember the first thing I said when I got there, the fucking mold that you called it.
Exactly.
You said is it any of these three things? You said dust, mold, and old carpet or something. And it was the dust and the mold. I mean, she did have old carpets. I don't know. I mean, she was there she's been in that house for 20 years. So she still has new shower things though. I lived 20 years old. She's calling them new.
I lived in a house that was constructed, I think, in the 60s, and then it got an attachment further, bigger, and it was in like the 70s, and I got sick as fuck in that house.
Because while they were working on it, you were there?
Yeah, I was kind of there.
Probably they were disturbing all the mold.
I was living in there. It was a house with my friends, and we were fixing it up.
Yeah.
And it's
so I went by this place where I've been staying is down the road from where this apartment that I got when I was living here. I got not an apartment, it was like a house, and in it had so much black mold. It was unreal that like the maintenance guy that works on everything came to me after I got moved in and was already suspecting it. The whole bathroom was spongy and everything. He came and told me, he says, he with his head bowed, he was so full of shame. He says, I have to tell you, they made me. He says, and I don't care if you report me. Go ahead, report me, please. He says, but they made me paint over that mold. And he was pointing at a part that I didn't even suspect in the living room.
I see.
And he says, I think, and after, in hindsight, I think he wanted me to report him so he could get fired and maybe collect unemployment or something.
Who knows with the crazy shit going on?
You could tell he didn't want to stay working there because they were having him do these things that were against his morals.
Yeah, but you see, that's up to it's true. It's up to the martial arts of the person to have never gotten involved with the morality of the situation.
Well, if he, that gave me, more incentive to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
And then they didn't give me my money back. I lost, it cost me $1,100 to be subjected to that. I had to move everything back out of there. And then I was homeless again. Then, while I got another place. So then in this last time, I lost my Section 8, which is very difficult to get. They only give you 90 days to find something. And you can't even find anything in these conditions. And the rents are always too high, that it's too high for it doesn't fit into the Section 8 doesn't allow for over a certain amount of money. Like if apartments are $2,000, you can't even apply for it because it only goes up to like $1,300 on a 3-bedroom. If it's a 2-bedroom, it's $1,000. The 2 bedrooms are $2,000 here for a 2-bedroom. For $2,000, and they only give you $1,000 to buy it or to rent it. So they put you in a trap where you can't even use the Section 8 that the government gave you. Because I got displaced from Port Angeles, they gave everybody Section 8s. Hundreds of us had to move so they could put in the new infrastructure. Hundreds of us. I was the last one to leave.
Oh, Kat, you know what I just realized was crazy? That my dad has oh no, I think you have to have a truck to be able to move it, but he has an RV type of thing set up, you know. But he has it in a place sitting because he hasn't lived there forever. He lived there with his wife a couple times at the trailer park here, RV park, right real close. Is the park that I go to run to. Right here is like super, like 5 minutes I can run to there, and it's an RV park, and we lived there for a long time. He has it. I'm gonna find out, take a picture of it very soon because I just now linked you. You've been telling me for months, and I linked you. I never even told you about it, but I think you need a truck.
You even put up the GoFundMe.
Exactly,
and I didn't even get one.
Yeah,
How big is it? How is it a real long one though?
It's nice and long. It has a kitchen. It has a backspace for the bed.
But if it's long, if it's too long, I can't have it because it might, be difficult to drive, difficult to park, or have to find a place to park. Because I can't afford to stay in an RV park. It'll take everything I have just to keep gas in it because they use a lot, like twice as much gas as this car.
RVs?
Yeah. Well, because they get less miles. I get good mileage on this car. I get like on the freeway, I get over 20 miles to a gallon, and it's a big car. Most trucks only get like 9 or 10. Like that's what the RV would only get, like 8 or 9 miles to a gallon. Yeah. So it's probably going to be expensive in gas.
That is true.
So, I got all these things to think about, and like the more I talk about it with people, the more I get clear on what to expect, because it's not, I got a new toy or a new, not a toy, but, a new car. And not thinking of all the things that are going to be, they said it's a lot of maintenance.
It is. Yeah.
To keep it up. And then there's insurance.
my plan is that I want to probably move from here at one point and get into that RV at that RV park. Though you can only be there for like 6 months, but you probably move to another one. I mean, I don't know how it is now since the
Well,
world
now
is.
that I got my passport, how long did you put in yours, right?
Yeah, my passport should come. Maybe I have to wait as long as you waited for my passport. But it'll come
How
eventually.
long's it been? It was like, I think it was like 16 weeks for me.
Yeah. I'm probably like 2 months in, 3 months in.
I don't think it's more than 2 months though, Ariel.
Yeah.
I think there's a new place opening up in Ferndale called Ariel Yoga, spelled the same way as yours, Ariel, Ariel Yoga.
Ariel is gonna be a big name in every fucking thing.
So
Watch.
it's a yoga studio that just opened up. So that's interesting.
There's Ariel thing that you can do for mopping the floors. There's another Ariel that I forgot what it does, what it's for. I'm trying to find.
So anyway, so this challenge I wanted you to do.
Challenge.
The challenge is to put just a couple little grains of that cayenne in your eyes.
Oh, I pepper sprayed outside the other day, like 3 days ago, and then I got closer to it, and it congested me, and I loved it, because I needed that. I
thought you would try it. Just put a tiny little bit. Do it right now. Put it on your finger and just get to the corner of your eye. Just like 1 or 2 little pieces of it will go in, and it'll sting for about 5 minutes. But then your eyes will feel really fresh and clear afterward. That's why I do it to myself on purpose.
Okay, Kat, I hope if I still don't have my eyes at the end of this.
I'll do it at the same time if you want. I'll get mine. Shit, where'd the box go?
I eat the cayenne, and it definitely does the same thing to me. Just eating it, I put it in my food every once in a while.
It'll sting. I'm not saying it will sting.
This is right here.
But I know you can handle it.
That's the amount I still have. I barely use it, and little by little. So let's see.
Well, if I could have it, I would. But I'm not supposed to have it. Shit, I can't find. Where'd it go? Oh my God. I gotta redo this whole car. But where did it go? Did you put it in yet?
Oh, I'm there. I'm getting there.
Is it in yet? I can't find mine.
Oh God, what did you do?
Don't overdo it, Ariel.
I overdid it.
Oh no. Did you do a whole bunch? I told you just a couple little grains.
I did a whole bunch.
You idiot. See, you're trying to... I told you it was going to sting even if you just did a little bit.
Okay.
Are you blind yet? Now, how are we supposed to encourage people to do this if you go and do that and make it discourage people? I have a box with my cayenne in it. And, I know where some is in that bag.
I'm sorry, eyeballs.
Are you loving the pain? Oh, I see it.
I'm not. It burns.
I told you just do like 1 or 2 little tiny. Those grains are really small. It's a powder.
Like cayenne pepper. This is what pepper spray does to people, Kat?
What?
Pepper spray. It like fucks with their systems.
Well, yeah. Well, the pepper spray. Oops, I just dropped it. The pepper spray is 250,000 units, I think. This is 160,000 heat units. What you just put in your eyes.
Is that worse than pepper spray?
It's less than the pepper spray, but it would get you a tolerance. So if you ever got hit with pepper spray, you'll be able to handle it better each time. But you shouldn't have started off with so much right off.
That's my big problem in life. I
Overkill.
fucking took the big. Oh, fuck.
Well, you just did that to yourself, dude.
Burns like a motherfucker.
I know.
How's my camera?
I do it and it burns. It burns. It's going to be like that for like 5 minutes. Well, maybe more because you did so much. It's usually 5 minutes.
I'm
Is
getting
your
more
nose running?
power back, more ability to breathe. No, my nose is super dry because I didn't do it it didn't get into my sinuses. It just hit my eyeballs. But the sinuses now, I'm getting curious. I should probably do a little bit of that too, but later because holy fuck. Ooh. Shit.
You'll survive it. Your eyes will be nice and clear after. It'll help to
it's
probably.
I thank you, Kat, for showing me this because it's a new pain that I hadn't explored for some time. Is the eyeballs. When I go into the ocean, I completely open my eyes and I let the salt water in my eyeballs and stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's a little different sting than the salt.
Oh my God, my eyes are red.
Well, yeah, they're going to be red. Because they're irritating. Does it dry you out? Huh?
Is Cayenne capable of drying? It's not like a. I know.
It could be, I guess, because it's heat. Is it still stinging?
It's slowly decreasing little by little. I'm being able to tolerate it more. So I'm able to use other faculties.
Maybe now I should zap myself. So I'll be the one in pain.
That's pain, and it would make sense a little bit, but if you want to. But I promise you, what I did is me in ways that I think shocking yourself, it'll hurt, but you'll get back to it faster than what this. I probably got a good. Even tomorrow, I might wake up and my eyes are gonna be burning like motherfuckers. But
I don't know how much you put in there. How much did you put in?
I put a lot on the spoon.
Holy
I put it on my hands. I made it into a paste in my hands like I was playing with Play-Doh, and then I just rubbed it in my eyes.
Wow. No one. That's like overkill, dude.
I know, because I'm an impulsive retard.
When I first did it, I boiled it in water. And then I put it in my eyes in the liquid form. And then I just bypassed that and went straight to the powder and just put it, like touched it to my finger and then touched it to the corner of my eye and just let whatever go in. And then I've also had it happen because I have Cayenne essential oil aromatherapy, and that's concentrated even more because it's essential oil, and I got that in my eye. The essential oil of Cayenne, which is even more concentrated.
Yeah. Yep.
Are you hallucinating yet?
About the something different, like a snowy land of the winter seasons, because right now I'm burning up so much. I need to be in the Antarctic just making snow angels and stuff.
Build a snowman.
Okay, and now my sinuses are running more, and it
See, I
I can
told you it would come. That's why I asked if it was yet. It gets down in there. It takes a little bit of time. But if you use the essential oil, it gets there faster. Try not to keep rubbing them so much, though, Ariel, because you'll make it worse. If you keep rubbing your eye, just blot it or something.
No,
Just
I am
blot it.
already a person who rub my eyes too much sometimes, so I understand. I already feel it. It's like I gotta not touch my face.
Yeah, if you keep rubbing it, it's gonna make it more irritated, and it'll just keep burning and just will be.
There's a movie called or it's a show on Netflix, The Thousand Eyes. Some Asian guy, and he's a monk master, and Khan is one of the descendants of Khan, the great Khan warrior or so. He ended up capturing him, but that monk was so good he killed a lot of people in his army just by himself. So he imprisons him, and he blinds him with snake poison in his eyes, and then imprisons him in a dark room. And that monk learns how to then see without eyes. He blinds him pretty much, and he thanks the guy later because he says he gained 1,000 eyes when he blinded him. Like he learned how to see in a whole new way being blind.
So I just put it in my eyes now.
Yeah. Oh, don't put too much. Don't put too much.
I didn't do as much as you did, that's for sure. But it still stings.
I'm gonna put some eye drops in.
No.
You don't like eye drops?
No, don't do that. You'll just undo everything doing that. Just
What?
let it keep burning. Just let it go. Don't add anything else.
Okay.
See, my eyes are. Can you see my eyes are burning?
Yeah.
Are you smoking a cigarette?
No, it's a little pipe thing, but it looks like a cigarette. I just put weed in it and then smoke.
It's really cloudy here and rainy. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, it's been raining the last 2 days here. All of a sudden, it just got windy yesterday, and then today it's cloudy here and there.
Yeah, people are talking about the fake weather now.
Yep. No, because you know what happened? I saw this report by this guy named Dabu777 or something like that on YouTube, and I could send it to you, of the hurricane that hit up north. There's a hurricane that hit, and like there was flooding, and it killed a bunch, like 20 people in Tennessee, I think it was, the state Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Tennessee.
And I'd
like to live in Tennessee.
The hurricane went straight up the East Coast, and it went up to like the New Hampshire area stuff. And but okay, going back to the topic, there was videotaping of it that they believe like they enhanced the hurricane and made it stronger on purpose, almost like they're manipulating the hurricane's trajectory.
Well, yeah, because they can. They were talking about the lightning coming up from the ground, not just down to the ground, but up, lightning shooting up. Do you know about that?
That sounds cool. Yeah. In a few years, I should be able to do that attack. I should be able to send lightning from up the ground. I should.
So I got some fish to make. It's defrosted. There was another concert last night
down
in Bellingham.
Salmon or tilapia?
No, it's actually it's salmon.
Salmon. Yeah.
So it's just a small piece. It was only $5, but I got to find somewhere to cook it.
The ocean.
But I want to do that zapper thing just to try it, because if I think I'll be more courageous if you're there than by myself.
I mean, it's up to you. I won't pressure you in any way. You just have to grab it and hold it, and then contemplate it for a moment.
I'm gonna put those boots on.
Okay, my eyes are way better. My eyes are way better.
Yeah,
there's a sting.
Yeah, I told you it'll sting for a little bit, and then is it stinging on your skin over on the side too?
No. It's just like right here inside here.
Okay, where'd I put the boots? Here they are. Okay. I gotta get my brave on. Probably easier to have someone else do it.
You don't have any metal on you? No metals?
Oh, I got my copper, but I think that's okay. Michelle had copper on.
Copper is super conductive, I think.
But remember, she had the copper. She was putting the whole thing onto the copper, and she said it hurt more. So she stopped. She stopped doing it there.
Oh, she was able to explore holding it there?
No, she wasn't able to hold it there. She had her boyfriend doing it. I think it's her boyfriend. But he's not her boyfriend anymore. He's got another girlfriend already.
You see,
she just did a video on it.
You're a martial artist, because only martial artists do that. They train themselves, and that type of training is hardcore. That's training I would do, like at my age and all that stuff, to like get stronger and endure more.
What training?
I would tase different parts of my body, use the taser and different electrical shock, things, for body development or for just to. Because it shocks you, and especially a taser, you can activate things in you. I mean, your age is different than mine too at this point, but I don't think there's any reason to believe that you couldn't shock yourself and that you'd still be fine. Like right after, once you wake up from it, then you'll be like, oh shit. It's kind of like you ever hit your funny bone on your elbow. You hit your funny bone and it hurts like a motherfucker when you hit that bone there in the elbow.
Yeah.
That motherfucking shit is it's like that. Think of it like that.
Well, I'm sure I don't know if it's going to be like, nerve pain is the worst pain, right? Just.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what it does. So I'm going to just start on my butt.
That's probably the best place.
My butt, where I have some fat, a little bit anyway.
Honestly, once you do one time, you'll know if you'll do it again or not.
Shit, I don't know. Maybe I can get these kids to do it. They might have a fun time. Treat me like a piñata or something.
I wouldn't give them that kind of power in that sense, because kids are fun, but when you
they're all down there skating.
They will chase their own friend. They'll be like, I have a taser now. I'm going to tase everybody here. And then that's
I don't even nobody mess with me. I guess I can use this as a weapon too, right?
That's what it's usually for.
Look at this mess they made. Look at that.
They'll pick it up. They're responsible.
No, they won't. I was cleaning it up the other day. They don't come back and clean it. It keeps getting worse.
Just all you have to do is pray over it, and a good spirit will come and help them clean it.
All right. Okay, dude. So here it is, the jolter.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah, it's blue. It's blue, and it's good. I had a
black. So, I don't even know how to turn it on. I hear it. Hi. All these old teenagers. Now we got people here. Huh?
teenagers keep on coming here and
yeah, I know. Aren't they awful the way they leave it? It's disgusting.
It's really sad because
I was picking up the plastic bottles and stuff and trying to, it keeps accumulating.
yeah, it's cleaned up a little bit.
Well,
Look at these young girls that are concerned here and saying that they don't think they should be.
yo, what's up, human existence? All the people on the whole planet, everybody out there.
He's in Florida saying hi to you guys.
Hi.
Have a beautiful
Look at
day.
there. It's very cool.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Be nice and always do the right thing.
Yep.
Yep. They said, yep.
That's what I believe in. You got to always do the right thing on this planet because if I make a mistake, I always try to fix it. Always
Yep.
in my life. You have to. You have to. It gets worse if you don't.
Did it go off? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good.
All right. So I don't know. These guys might wonder what the hell I'm doing. They see me. Ah!
So you're gonna do it now? Tase yourself? Are they
Oh,
still there?
I can hear it. Can you hear it? Where's the microphone?
It goes zoom. It goes zoom.
Can you hear that at all? I don't even know where the mic is on this piece of shit. I hate this thing. Okay, I should put it down. Somehow hold it. Can you see me?
I see you good.
You can see me?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Welcome to Jackass.
Yes. Ow!
Oh, you did it.
Not like what I imagine a snake bite would feel like.
A snake bite. Yeah.
Like these are the fangs or something.
You did good, Kat. You did good. And it wasn't that bad, right?
I have to do it until I get used to it. Ah, it does hurt, but now I got to do it with my left hand.
Oh, I like that ambidextrous.
Ugh,
And so why do you particularly want to use that thing?
because it knocks out the nano, dude.
To knock out nano.
Yeah. So Michelle did a video. Did you see the video she did?
No, I have not.
I thought I sent it to you. Where her boyfriend was doing it, but he was using the prod. She didn't do it to herself. He was doing it. So she was always anticipating it, but didn't know when it was coming. But when you do it yourself, you know it's when it's coming.
Yeah, yeah. There are children around you.
Yeah, I know. So
The good children?
yeah, they seem to be.
Who knows?
It's the teenager ones that are over here making the mess and they're all swearing and stuff.
I see.
Stealing my lighter. So this is coming off already. So anyway, she said that she altered it, but she didn't tell me what she did because she said she's going to play with it a little more. It's like, I think what she was saying that, like it has to be more exact, like more local to where you're actually treating it. Like I'm not going to put it on my face yet, even though that's the most active part is all this stuff coming out my face.
I see.
And look how it's coming out like a Rorschach test, like it's on both sides. One here, one here, one here, one here, and one in the middle, and one up here in the middle.
That's what happens.
It looks like it's copying both sides the same. And then behind my ear too. On both sides. Well, this one's a little further back, but this one is very active back here. So if I did it here, man, that would really fucking hurt. That seems like it could knock me unconscious or something. Right here in my ear. in that hollow there. But I like maybe I could do it on my leg and work my way up to more tender spots.
The back must hurt like a motherfucker. I forgot where we did it, but I got tased many times, and it was
Really?
like amongst friends, like we wanted to know what it feels like, and we used to have fun with it, and you know, but
How much voltage was it?
I don't remember exactly.
I'm gonna try it on my leg now.
How much is that one voltage?
This is 5,000 volts.
5,000. Because I was gonna say, I don't know. I don't know how strong that is. 5,000 compared to other ones.
Well, it stings.
Yeah.
So, but I'm pretty tough for my age, for a woman.
Exactly.
You know, I can probably take more physical pain than I can take emotional pain.
Yeah, I was gonna say you mentioned that you do a barrier of like 30 feet around you type of thing, a sacred space you build, and that's the 12th house. That you have we have planets in the 12th house, and then you're a Cancer in the 12th house, and that goes into the emotional part and the emotional connection with that psychic space and stuff. Do you feel like you want to nano yourself, do that more, and knock out now?
I do it down here where I had problems before. There's not like fat like on my butt, so this is probably gonna hurt more, huh?
Probably. What a spot to choose. How was that?
Like feels like it burns.
How does your heart feel after that?
It feels a little stimulated.
Yeah. That's why now that you know what it feels like, you can go easy on yourself, and little by little, you'll know when to try it again on yourself and think.
Well, at least I got beyond just doing it once, and just say no, I can't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's a good start. Anyway.
Cool, and that was courageous.
And I'm gonna do this like just.
Oh, the video seems to be lagging here. No, where'd you go, Kat? Where'd you go? I'm gonna end the video here. I don't know if you're watching Kat on her side and watching me on my side, or you're just watching me or whatever. But sending immense love to everybody. I'm gonna stop this recording. That's just the way me and Kat talk. We'll if we don't record it, we're just gonna talk like that. Oh, there you are, Kat.
I don't know what happened. It just came back on.
Yeah. Maybe the internet got off for a moment and it came back on.
It was off for quite a bit.
Made us all so dependent. Wait, Kat, let me say this: that they made us so dependent on the phone that eventually all they got to do is use certain technologies to wipe out any sort of signal and connection within a whole country, and they fuck over so many people. That's how dependent we are on a phone to exist.
I know, we're dependent on so much. Like, I'm getting my dependencies down, but now I'm thinking like it's not become a problem yet, but in the future, what happens if I can't get gas?
Let me tell you, Kat, my dad wants to buy this property. He wants to buy a land property, and shit, he wants to get an RV for him, an RV for me, and an RV for other brothers, and it's be our property and shit. And I don't know how many acres it'll be. It's here in South Florida. They're kind of expensive here in South Florida, but he still wants it here. He knows he loves this area, and I love this area too. So I would love to live in the country area here that we got. It's super nice here in South Florida. It's by the Everglades too. You drive more.
The what?
The Everglades.
No, before that you said it's down by the, but it was before you said the Everglades.
It's the countryside, like the homestead area, country.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
It is, yeah, yep. Oh, there's land out there. There's land.
But how close is it to the city?
Close enough that you could go to the city, and far enough that you'll be away from the city too. But still, pretty good proximity. It's still close. Yeah.
Is it like 20 miles or more away from the city?
You could say you could get within 10 to 20 miles. I think people less are like 30 miles. I never tried going as far down certain ways to get westward. I haven't done it so much, but that's where you start getting to the Everglades area, or like West Florida. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, the west of the South Florida shit, we have the Keys to the east. The east and all that stuff is where you have the street that leads to the Keys. So you can go to the Southern Keys going south, or you can go west going to the Everglades.
Do you think do you like being on like an island like that, like Key West or somewhere?
I don't think of it like that, but in a way, yeah, I do see a lot of ocean things if I drive in the right areas to the east. If I'm driving in streets to the east, which are like Coconut Grove areas and stuff, then the Miami Beach areas to the east, further up north, and then even more up north than that. You keep going. It's pretty much straight drives north and south. You got a bunch of
Miami Beach is north of it?
Yeah. No, I'm south. I live further down than Miami Beach.
Wow. Really south, huh?
Yeah. I live south.
Now that I got my passport, I'm wondering if I should, because I wasn't even sure I was going to get it or not. But I was just wondering about Mexico again.
Oh, yeah, Mexico and Santos Bonacci. That sounds like a mission. And I have to meet him, too, because I'm fucking an astrologer, and I'd have to meet him, I'll probably be one of the people who's holding...
Do you believe in the same form of astrology as he does?
Like I was saying, I would be one of the people holding the camera in the background while he explains something. Like, I'll be like, yo, okay, let's do a video, Santos, after we have a discussion or some shit or whatever. And he's going to teach me as I ask questions or we discuss things. And, that's how I feel about it.
Do you subscribe to tropical or sidereal?
Both. Equally are as important. They both need to be understood and known as a cohesive togetherness. They're both the.
I think he dismisses the tropical.
Yeah, it makes sense why he would. I get it because he's really deep flat earther. He's a super far flat Earth theory person, and that's cool because I can follow him there. And, I noticed, like you were telling me a long time ago, he's always calling people stupid. He's always being like he's insulting. But wait till you guys all notice that the Earth is a sphere, and it really is like that, and space really is like that and shit. You guys will be like, oh fuck, man, so cool. That's my theory. That it's a wave. It's not even, this whole realm is not even round. It's particles and waves. It's just particles or waves, or it's both of them at the same time.
Yeah, so it's neither. So that's why I think Santos pushes the flat Earth thing too much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he probably feels like he really has to show that perspective.
But I think that's another one of their divide and conquer devices, to separate people. Now we got the flat earthers against the spinning globe people, when it's a friggin' realm. It's neither, really.
Yeah.
So it's just another way to divide people.
No,
and that puts...
It depends, too, because what we're trying to understand here is further, what really is this realm? And how can we truly discern that? Because the people who can do that are the hidden elite few, or the elite or whatever. It's not that they're bad or good. They just have a lot of resources and they know all of that shit. Everything we want to know, they know. They've been through it. They've seen that shit already. They know it. And we only key people get access there. And you have to put a lot of effort because you can gain access there in a dimensional way. You don't even have to go through those people. But you can gain access to going and thus finding out if it's how flat it is, how round it is, how much of space it really is.
At the table where their drinks were. You're clearly intoxicated, talking about your addiction. You accuse these kids of stealing your lighter. I'm really pissed off you chose the skate park to be a place for you to carry on.
Go take it somewhere else.
Don't
Listen
you
to this.
accuse these kids. This skate park is built for them, not people to sit here and make a scene and accuse kids of being traitors. I'm really, if you can do this in a different spot.
This
where
person
my
isn't
kids
even
don't
around.
feel like
Is
they're
this your
intimidated,
kids?
If you can go somewhere else, their permission. You recorded my kid on FaceTime.
I did not.
Yeah, you did. And I'm about to go walk over to the police department now that all the kids are leaving. And I've got your license plate number, and I'm going to have the cops come and remove you from this park because you don't get to sit here and record.
I did not do any such thing. What are you doing right now?
I'm telling you that you're.
It's okay for
You
you.
need to go get help. If you're going to sit out on a parking bench within 20 feet of these kids and talk about your drug addiction, take it somewhere else.
Are you
besides the skate
kidding
park.
me?
Be a fucking real human being. Go get help.
Oh,
Take your
yes,
fucking personal
okay.
conversation about your
Virtue
addiction somewhere else besides the
signaler.
skate park. This is built for teenagers, not your fucking.
It's okay. You're such a hypocrite. Look what you're doing.
Yeah, and you know what's fucking pathetic about that? You choose to do this shit in front of fucking kids. In front
Listen
of
to
fucking
you
kids.
talk.
I'll beat
Listen to your
fucking ass,
language.
You fucking do drugs in front of these kids, I'll beat your fucking ass.
Look at
Record it. If you do drugs in front of these fucking kids, accuse
this
my kid of
recording?
stealing from you, I'll beat your fucking drug addict down. How about
Just
fucking-
don't respond.
Yeah, I'm a real fucking sweetheart, bitch. You come over here and my kids can't get to their drinks.
Look
because
look how you're
and you
displaying.
choose to sit at the fucking table.
I
and
know
drink
what
out
I
of it.
do. You
6
don't know.
foot, and it's
Say
COVID.
it,
You
man.
fucking
Please
asshole.
go away.
You're sitting over
Go
here.
You don't
back.
have anyone
These
either.
fucking kids. You don't have
Bye.
anyone either. Yeah, go kiss
Okay.
your
Who are you venting at? Who are you venting at, ma'am? Goodbye. Bye. Stop venting. Vent to your own children, ma'am. Vent to your own children, please. Shut the fuck up.
Good
and vent.
example you're setting for your children.
And if my
Your
kid's not sitting here, we have a fucking problem.
Need you right now. Your children need you right now.
Look what
Go back to your
listen to how she behaves. She's going over to the police station.
children.
I
Take care.
will get you for slander.
In front of these kids, how fucking dare you? Go get
Somebody else is projecting, I think. Maybe you're the drug addict.
261 VUA. Probably don't have insurance. Probably don't
Yes, I
fucking have a house.
do.
Probably have a drug addiction. Probably a prostitute.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this lady has a if I was there, she would be talking that smack.
You're gonna be on YouTube. You're gonna be a star.
Your drugs because you
Yeah.
lost your
Oh my god.
No.
Not real fucking funny. Real fucking funny.
Who was it? Oh, that person
My
even
own ears accused of
which
Let me
person
see
stole
your
the
license.
lighter?
Let me see your license.
and fucking stole your lighter. You're a fucking drug addict.
The person's not even here that took
Your
it.
license,
You
ma'am,
don't even
please.
know.
Can I see your license? Can I see your license, ma'am? Take out your license.
Druggie.
Take out your license, ma'am. So we can make this official, please. Take out your license. Just get the fuck out of here already and stop venting. Stop
Can't hear
venting
you.
and get the
Screaming too
fuck
loud.
out. You're gonna fucking have trouble. You're gonna have trouble, man.
Did you hear me
Careful.
talking about doing drugs?
She better be careful.
I don't have one.
Go get help. Go to treatment.
I don't have one, hon.
Go again.
Oh
That
my
was a
God.
long time ago.
I will call the cops myself. I will call 911 myself on that lady. Oh my God, the audacity of that lady.
Do you see the fucking shit I have to put up with, dude?
Audacity on that lady to think she has to fucking to say that. Oh my God. If I was there right now, oh my God, she would not be talking that bullshit. And because I would lay down the facts and the law to her so she could goddamn go on her merry way to take care of her children. You stupid whore cunts, get the fuck out of there and take care of your kids and stop venting your own sins. Stop venting your own sins onto other people.
This is her town.
She has her own sins to worry about. God damn that motherfucker. Sorry for yelling.
This is her town. This is not in my town.
Okay, Kat, is she away from you now?
She's over there screaming at the kids. How dare she me do whatever? Just because we were saying hi to the kids. See how evil we were?
She's a loser. She's a vaccinated Democrat, I bet you. With a Biden, she thinks Biden's doing a good thing after these 12 military soldiers were just killed in Afghanistan, and she's fucking talking about this bullshit when we had soldiers die today in Afghanistan from a fucking bombing event, and shots were fired and shit, and she's talking about that. Kat, probably the best thing for you to do is leave there too. You get the fuck out, because fuck that lady.
She keeps going to get in her car, and then she keeps like coming back and screaming at the kids.
Maybe you should just get it.
She's just ranting on the kids now.
Exactly. She's PMSing, and she probably just committed an immense sin, and she's trying to escape her own thoughts, and so she needs to scream and yell because she probably has a deep trauma from inside of her.
She's outside my window. Look, I can't even hear what she's saying.
Do you have the window down? Good.
She's got my thing over there.
She has your what? Guys, remember I did a reading today? I did a reading about August, where are we at right now? 26, 2021. Chiron is opposite to Venus. External situations and internal areas energy. That lady is very much going through what I discussed in the reading. She is completely in her anger from the moon being in Aries currently.
Me as she drives away in a car.
I hope she drives away. God, I hope she just drives away.
She just did, and she keeps driving around in circles. She's fucked up, man.
Yeah. Is she on a drug? Is she on a drug?
She's accusing me of being a meth addict.
You don't know how much I train. I would have sent an electrical strike through her that she would have not even known her fucking name, and she would have gone to her car, drove her kids away, and then wondered what the fuck happened that day. That's how fucking, if I was there, because she just goddamn, the moon is in Aries right now, and the Venus is opposing Chiron, and she just fucking lashed out on you with immensities of her fucking own traumas and stuff, and it was like, in one sense, I can laugh at it now that it's over, but you should even hopefully be able to like just relax but holy crap, that the lady would fucking do some stupid shit like that.
It's still disturbing, even if I, block it off and stuff, because I come up against these fucking idiots all the time. Not usually that aggressive like that, but
because she was pretty.
I had that lady in that house I was renting. Remember that lady? She was calling me all kind of fucking bitches and stuff. You stupid fucking bitch. She was calling me. And I didn't even, I don't do anything to provoke it. You saw I was playing with the kids, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't. She's accusing me of videotaping her kids. Just because she didn't know that you were talking to them, I guess.
Oh, yeah. If they couldn't hear. Yeah, they probably got scared.
In earshot. She had no idea of what the fuck was going on. She thinks I'm a drug addict, which I know I'm not. So everything she thinks is in a delusion in her mind.
Yes, yes. And that's why
and
I hate
that's just like mental illness being thrashed at me.
I hate that exactly. That I was just about to say that you have this nano stuff because it gives you these the marks on your face. Even if your face was clear, then you could pull off everything else maybe. But it's that the fucking marks on the face is when it's weird how these monsters in this world go too far when they fuck with the divinity of like the face in that sense. That's something, but you still have divinity within you. It's just where you happen to be at that very moment. That lady, I don't know what the fuck just happened in a sense. Like, where was she coming from to have to come and to, in a sense, it's right. I mean, you're smoking weed and stuff, and we were videotaping. She got the kids probably got scared and said she was videotaping.
Was I talking about my addiction to you?
I don't know. We probably talked about weed a little bit. I was smoking weed while those kids were there. I remember. So, me personally, I don't think so. You were getting ready to taste.
I wasn't. I do it in my car. I wasn't out doing it in front of them. She accused me of whatever. I don't know.
You have to ask those. You have to always ask people, especially when they're like that. How old are you? Like you have to know exactly how old. And like you say, I am a 70-year-old woman. Like or whatever. How old are you now?
How old was she?
Fucking probably like I don't know, 27, 28, maybe 26.
I mean, who would be, like, is that even a fair fight? I probably could kick her ass, but even still, do you think it's a fair fight, a 27-year-old against a 70-year-old?
And then you had your taser.
In normal cases, like most 70-year-olds are not probably as strong as I am.
No, look, I'm gonna be 120, and I'm still gonna be able to beat a fucking like 40-year-old of this.
What I'm saying, my spirit is so fucking young. I probably would just fucking hurt her. She was just all mouth, and she ran away as she was threatening.
Yeah, she was getting scared to get closer, but she would inch in.
Because I kept moving towards her. She went in her car, and then she drove by me and was screaming at her car as she gave me the finger. As she was driving by, as she's yelling out all these threatening things while she's driving away in her car. She wouldn't have done that if she was right there in front of my face. She couldn't do it.
Yep.
She was always a distance away. You saw when she was yelling at me. She wasn't, she was social distancing. And I just kept walking closer to her, and then she ran away.
That goes back into so many things. So many things just transpired and converged there. I loved it.
Holy shit. Was that recording though? You weren't recording that, huh? Or was it still recording?
Yeah, because at one point I was like, shit, for safety reasons, we might have to keep this recording.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was still running or not.
Yeah.
Did you hear me like teasing, saying, you're going to be a YouTube star?
Yeah.
YouTube, you'll be a star. Look at your behavior in front of your children yet.
Yeah.
An example of a parent that is.
My God, I wish I was there, Kat. I would have scared the fuck out of her. I probably would have talked to those kids differently.
You mean in the future?
No, if I was there, the way I would have if we both would have gone to that bench and you would have shocked yourself, but I was actually there in person. Yeah, those kids, I would have spoken to them in a way that situation would have never happened.
Do you think they ran and told her?
They probably she was doing something there in that
Do
area.
you think she was just quizzing them?
Okay, so how many kids got into that car?
I don't know. I didn't really see the kids get in the car. I just saw her. I don't even know if the kids were in the car. Maybe they were. But she drove away, like giving me the finger as she drove away.
Yeah. Are you gonna stay there tonight, or you have a place in mind you want to go?
Well, yeah, I've been going up to this the what is it called, Marine Reserve. Like there's a big open field there, but there's also a wooded area I want to take some. I was gonna try to shoot it today, but it was raining, and I had other stuff I had to do. But it's really nice up there. I saw a mother and a baby deer, and there's like a 3/4 mile trail in there. I was going to go in and videotape, make a video of the trees that are falling. You know how they fall down and the base of them stand really high, bigger than a person when a tree is uprooted.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that. Like a person, like a tree uprooted, like a big one.
So I'll show it in the video that I think it would interest people. It's interesting to me. So we'll see. Well, I got to go find a place to.
Yeah, what time is it?
Like fish and stuff. And then go up to the, what time is it? It's 8:20? No.
It's 9:23 here.
6:20. It's almost 6:30.
Yeah, we're like 3 hours away from each other.
Yeah. So anyway, that other place I said I was going to go into Oregon for, to get the weed, that's not going to be until like October. And now I got my passport. I don't know what to do. I'm not going to. And then I got this offer for this. So I'll have to call tomorrow and find out about that studio apartment, what it's,
Yeah.
what all involved in it. I hope I don't lose that piece of paper.
I gotta find out about the RV type of stuff, and I got a bunch of things to find out.
And then I have an appointment for next week to get my car, like have them look it over and see if it needs anything done to it. Make sure it's roadworthy if I end up going in my car. If I don't find something soon. But we'll see about this place tomorrow if I can go look at it and check it out. They just remodeled it too, they said. So no one's lived in it since it's been remodeled. I don't think. So that's weird. That lady, whose kids? I didn't say they made the mess. I said, so are her kids the teenagers? Because that's what she was saying. That who am I to say anything about her kids making a mess? I left the box that my zapper thing was in. I left it on the table. She threw it on the ground, threw it over at me like.
How loud were you talking? Because I know you're a loud person. And how loud do I sound on this phone? Because honestly, are those kids even listening to everything we said at the point where you started walking over there? Because like they were hyper focused on your conversation. They picked the little pieces in there, and then they probably told their mom, not in scared, but then the mom got scared, and it was like, what the fuck? Or whatever the fuck that lady was, and she got crazy about it.
Well, I get a lot of people react like that to me. It's like I inadvertently push their guilt and shame buttons. It's a pattern. It happens all the time. I don't set out to do it.
Yeah.
And then I find myself in that situation where I'm like battling with their mental illness, and I can't give it that much energy because it's not worth it. So I have to learn how to deflect it more. You know, I was just trying to get her to stop, to shut up. That's why I just was starting to do blah, 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 blah. Did you hear me doing that to her? I was going blah, 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 trying to drown her out so she knew I couldn't hear her. So she was just yelling.
Yeah.
So I was telling her, I don't want to hear you. I'm trying to shut her out. And she just kept babbling. And she kept running back for more. So that's what I'm telling you, these 4D entities that I'm constantly dealing with. It's like, can I get some kind of repellent or something?
You can.
Because my shield doesn't, my 30-foot shield didn't keep her away. The bitch broke through it. That is a disgusting mess over there. So I don't know what, maybe she thought I was accusing her kids of making that mess.
Yeah.
And the lighter thing, they must have heard me talking to you about the lighter.
Yeah.
Because she brought that up. So they were selling her stuff that, we said.
They were listening to everything you said. We have to be more private with that in the future, maybe, somehow.
So they said things back to her, and she just picked it up and put it together her own self and just assumed a bunch of shit.
Exactly.
That other lady at the other place when I was renting there, the other one that attacked me like that kind of aggressively, she was accusing me of being a heroin addict.
Yeah, I heard that shit.
No, this lady was accusing me today of being a meth addict. The other lady, did you hear the other lady at the other place where I was at? Her name is Suzanne.
No.
She said that I look like a heroin addict. But she doesn't know what I'm going through. Carolyn knows, though. But Carolyn is the owner. And she says, she kept reminding me, just remember that it's her. It's not you, it's her. And she recognized her mental illness and stuff. And she, Suzanne said, I never swear at her. I didn't call her names. And then she walked out after she lied to her and proceeded to call me a stupid bitch. And Carolyn heard it after she just told her that that I'm lying and she didn't call me that. She did it again and Carolyn heard her that time. So Carolyn knew that it wasn't me that was instigating, it was her all the time. I don't just go around and start, fighting with people and calling them names and shit. I never do that. And even when I'm in the heat of an argument, I try not to call them names.
Now that we've rationalized it, we can understand from their perspective why they did what they did, and no harm done. As long as everybody gets to go along on their merry way, and we integrate that, we probably all learn big lessons.
She was telling me to leave this spot. She's talking to the wrong person. You see who's gone and who's still here, right?
So yeah, in Afghanistan, 12 people. I have to bring it up again because I brought it up during that situation.
I think that's a fucking psyop or something. I don't think that's real.
Definitely, but people probably died, or maybe you're right. Maybe it was all just a big.
I think it's staged, man. Did you see that airplane? You know that? Do you know about the what's it called? Operation. Shit, I forget what it's called. But where they're using all these like rubber, tanks and planes and shit. Operation Fortnite, is it called? I forget what it's called, but there's footage on it. I might even have it saved.
A militia? And
it shows all those Israeli people running in front of the big plane, but it's being pointed out where they're hiding the smaller vehicles that are pulling this thing like it's a float in a parade. You know how they have those big floats in a parade like a giant boat or whatever, and then it's pulled by a little car like a pulley. Those people were disguising that. The ones that are running and laughing in front of the camera. Operation Fortitude, it's called. Look it up. Look it up.
I see.
What do you look it up when you look stuff up on there? I was asking my daughter because she was using her computer to look up something while we were talking.
I don't know if you know the video game cat called Metal Gear Solid.
What's it called?
Metal Gear Solid.
No, I don't really know any games.
It's a video game about that, early on in the 1900s, they advanced technology so far, but it was hidden within military, contracts and companies and stuff that were private, so private that no one in the world would ever find out about these military situations and technologies in the ordinary world. And so these immense battles would take place, and technology has only gotten more and more advanced, and the battles may get so advanced to a point where it can't be contained anymore. And so that's why we're having all these events happening. It's not just staged. It's like there's probably even more serious war events happening that we don't even know that are more.
Do you think that we are in a video game?
Clandestines, people who are clandestine, working for or affiliated with, rogue to themselves, out there in the world, military, and what do they call those people? Mercenary.
What you're talking about, dude? I don't know what you're saying.
Mercenary people. I'm talking about the populations of people that are out there and the wars that are going on that are so advanced that we don't hear about them, but they still affect what goes on in the world. And most of it is like a movie where you never found out that the whole world was about to die because the secret agent saved everything before anyone had to find out, and so it's like shit like that.
Up and I can't. It's hard to follow you because it's like you're skipping words over. Not you, but I don't know if it's my connection or this.
I talk pretty fast. So I get you.
But I gotta go anyway. I gotta go before it gets dark to cook this fish at the. I have to go to another place. I have to move over. I know where I can go, but I have to leave here. So I'm gonna end up leaving the Wi-Fi here. I may be able to pick it up again over there, but that's where we were having trouble that day when we were trying to, start off that film to videotape that, and it wouldn't. It kept cutting out. So I don't know if it will or not, but I got to go because that's where the electricity is that I can use.
Yeah.
So I got to cook that fish because it's already been defrosted for a day. I don't want it to go bad. And it's my dinner for tonight. So I don't like to eat too late. I usually try to quit by 6, 7 o'clock. I try not, to have dinner earlier than 8 o'clock. So I better get going while it's still light. Okay, so I'll talk to you tomorrow or whenever. Maybe, I don't know if later I'll pick you up. not. But, so I'll
Okay.
just go now so I could drive away.
For sure, Kat. Be safe and everything. Sending you super love and light and Reiki energy. Great.
You too. Hey, have you been feeling?
About Anastasia.
Have you been feeling my Ray sending you Reiki?
I've been having a lot of good times, and so you've probably been helping me. Yes, I've probably been.
In the last couple days, I was sending you Reiki.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna be driving away out of this.
Okay, for sure. Do your
Okay.
thing. You got this. Till next time.
Okay. Much love.
Okay, love you, Kat. Bye.